Let's start our lesson. Look at the diagram of the food chain and answer the questions. What is a food chain? Please read the answers. A type of supermarket, a line of people handing out food. C1, a group of plants and animals which depend on each other for food. C1. A group of plants and animals which depend on each other for food. Second one, what is usually a producer in a food chain? Plant, an animal, a person. A plant. What is usually a consumer in a food chain? A plant, a human or an animal, a microorganism. C1, microorganism. Okay. Check the meanings of the words in the box in a dictionary. Decomposers. Decomposers. It is a noun. Living things that break down or destroy dead animals using natural chemical processes. Decomposers. Photosynthesis. It is also noun, the process by which green plants make food using light and carbon dioxide. Herbivores. It is a noun, animal which only eat grass and plants. Omnivores, it's animals which eat everything, plants and other animals or meat. Carnivores, animals which eat only meat. And next activity, we should read the text more carefully and put the words from exercise 9 in the correct place. You have 5 minutes. Okay, please compare the answers with me. The first one, photosynthesis. They use photosynthesis, that is the process of turning carbon dioxide and water into organic compounds using energy from light from the sun. Second one, consumers can also be divided into groups according to what they eat: herbivores, which eat only plants or plant products; the third one, carnivores, which eat animals; and omnivores, which eat both plants and animals. The fifth one, decomposers. Um, when the final consumer dies, its body is broken down into simple molecules by decomposers such as the bacteria and fungi in the final steps in the chain. Underline 6 phrases in the text which are used to rephrase or give examples. For example, uh, a well-written text will have discourse markers or signals to help you understand. They are used for rephrasing or explaining. For example, in other words, giving examples. For instance, for example. Okay. Green plants. For example, green plants are an example of a producer. Second paragraph is given. The second sentence is, green plants are an example of a producer. Second, they use photosynthesis, that is the process of etc. That is. You should underline that is. These organic compounds are found in various parts of the plant, such as the leaves. Please underline such as. Examples of these are sheep eating grass. Examples of this are. You should underline. For instance, when humans eat vegetables, they are primary consumers. For instance, you should underline for instance. In other words, they are directly eating a product of photosynthesis. In other words, you should underline. Finally, when the final consumer dies, its body is broken down into simple molecules by decomposers such as bacteria and fungi. You should underline such as. Please read the text more carefully and answer the questions. You have 4 minutes. This is a questions. 12. Please complete the task individually. Okay. What three types of organisms are found in every food chain? Producers, consumers, and decomposers. Second one, give an example of each type. Producers, it's a plants. Consumers, it's animals and humans. Decomposers, bacteria and fungi. The third one, explain how one organism can be both a primary and secondary consumer. It depends what it eats. If it's vegetables or plants, it's consuming the direct product of photosynthesis and therefore a primary consumer. If it's meat, it's a secondary consumer. Fourth one, what happens to dead animals and plants? They are broken down, decomposed into simple molecules which go back into the soil to be used by plants.